Hey friends, Gary here. Welcome to today's video. I'm an enthusiast photographer, a big fan of micro four thirds, and I also love travel photography. I've traveled to so many different countries and I have lots of experience when it comes to travel in general and also travel photography specifically. What works, what doesn't work, what people think they should do but ended up being a big mistake. So today I'm sharing 4 travel photography mistakes that you should avoid to not only have better travel pictures but also to have better travel photography experience. Let's go! Quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by anyone. I just want to share my knowledge, my experience to you guys so that hopefully what I'm going to share will be useful for you guys and be able to improve your own travel photography experience. However, if you like my video, please consider subscribing to my channel down below. And if you want to support this channel even further, please consider joining my Patreon as well. You will get exclusive benefits such as exclusive contents only available in Patreon and also being able to download high quality pictures that I captured myself using my cameras and lenses, and also to be able to ask questions for future Q&A videos on this YouTube channel with the link right here. It is patreon.com/Gary_W. I'll see you there. First mistake is using large aperture lenses that is bigger and heavier rather than just using a more compact lenses that is more travel friendly but with smaller aperture.
Series 4 deatomizer. That's what I'm talking about. Noisy cricket.
Well, I get it. You want to bring these large aperture lenses because usually larger aperture lenses do have better quality, build quality, and also some pro grade features such as weather sealing. I get it. Better resolution, better sharpness, and you want to be able to capture these precious moments when you are traveling using your best gear. Yes, that is understandable. However, sometimes these large aperture lenses, they will be big and heavy and it's just not travel friendly. And what I suggest you guys is that try to use smaller aperture lenses. Well, yes, you will suffer a little bit in terms of lower light situation, and also you cannot get that much background blur. Yeah, that's a little bit of a drawback. But here's the thing, when it comes to travel photography, if you have a solid principle of photography, I mean, you already mastered the technique of how you capture your shots, I mean, lower light situation isn't going to be a problem for you, even with smaller aperture lenses. That's one thing. And then also in terms of background blur, with travel, yeah, I get it. You want that nice blurry bokeh background blur, but travel is all about context. You want to tell a story, and sometimes story doesn't require background blur. If it's anything, sometimes background blur, too much of background blur can cause the storytelling to suffer. For example, right here, I have my beloved Olympus 12 to 40mm f2.8 Pro lens right here. It is just such a great lens. Sharpness, no doubt, is excellent. Image quality is the best, and the f2.8 aperture really helps for capturing different kinds of shots. You want that background blur, you can just zoom it in at f2.8, then you'll get that beautiful background blur. And yeah, such a nice lens, but it is big and heavy. And you know what happens? I ended up just leaving this lens at the hotel because I just don't want to bring this heavy lens around when I'm traveling. So instead, I'm using my kit lens, the Panasonic Lumix 12 to 32mm f3.5 to f5.6 for travel photography. And I end up with more great shots with this small little lens with smaller aperture than using that large f2.8 zoom lens. Or these prime lenses right here, the Panasonic Lumix 20mm f1.7. So I was planning to get a Panasonic Leica 25mm f1.4, but that is slightly larger and heavier and just not as compact as this little guy right here. Look at the 20mm. It's a pancake lens, very travel friendly. F1.7 is not really that bad. I mean, you can still get background blur and you'll have great image quality with this guy. So yeah, I'm actually glad that I end up with the 20mm f1.7 instead of the Leica 25mm f1.4. Or this guy right here. This is the Panasonic Lumix 14mm f2.5, not even f1.8. But again, it's so small, so lightweight for travel photography. I think it's just perfect. I can still get a little bit of background blur. The image quality is more than good enough. But the portability, the lightweightness of this lens make it my favorite for travel. I always bring this guy around and I end up taking more pictures with it. The same principle should also be applied to your camera body choice. Choose smaller, lighter cameras that is actually more travel friendly with image quality that is more than good enough, rather than choosing something that produces the absolute best image quality, the absolute best performance, but isn't actually travel friendly because it is big, bulky and heavy. True story from my real experience. I once thought, oh, I'm going to some place nice. I'm going to this special place. I want to be able to document my moments there using my highest quality camera. So I ended up bringing my biggest and heaviest camera with the best image quality and best performance. And you know what happened? I ended up leaving my camera at the hotel room behind and just took pictures using my smartphone. And the image quality of the smartphone is just not as good as using a smaller camera that's not as good as the big and bulky and heavy one, but has more than good enough image quality compared to my phone. I regretted that decision forever. Next mistake is obsessing over every camera setting. Well, I'm not against shooting full manual when you are traveling. If that's your jam, then go ahead and do that. I think that is fun, being able to set every aspect of your camera, the shutter speed, the aperture, the ISO, white balance, yada yada yada. But usually what happens when I'm traveling is that moments can happen in split seconds. You have to be fast, you have to be reactive, and you have to set your camera so that it is highly responsive to any kinds of situations. When a moment happens, you don't want to be fiddling around with camera settings. That moment will be gone really soon. So set your camera to something like aperture priority, shutter priority, or even program mode, or even, dare I say, full auto. There's nothing to be ashamed about not shooting manual. In fact, for travel photography, you want to avoid shooting manual unless you have all the time in the world. You're just relaxing by the beach, you want to capture some long exposure shots. There's no moments that are happening instantaneously and you can just relax, have all the time in your world to capture that photo, then go ahead, shoot in manual. But most of the time, moments are happening really quick. And by setting your camera to priority modes or even full auto, you'll be able to respond quickly and get that shot. Next mistake is shooting spray and pray machine gun style, like that. So yeah, I get it. We are traveling to somewhere really nice and we want to be able to document every single moments when we are traveling in that location. I get it. I'm thinking about that too as well. And also we are using digital cameras. We have all the SD cards needed to capture every single moment when we are traveling. However, I don't think that's a good thing to do. You'll end up becoming overwhelmed with lots of pictures. You'll end up feeling anxious and stressful because it feels like now you have that obligation to capture every single moment when you are traveling, and that's just not nice. That's not the travel photography experience that we strive for. We want to feel balance. We want to feel good when we are traveling. We want to be able to have nice travel photography experience and also travel experience in general. So I think what we should do instead of doing the spray and pray thing like that, we should be more intentional. Just shoot the important moments, just shoot the precious moments. That monumental landmark, well, yes, definitely capture it. Whoop. And then that beautiful scenery, oh, it's a nice sunset. Whoop, capture it, no problem. Your precious moments with friends and family hanging out together, smiling, laughing, capture it. Yes, that's the travel moments that we are looking for. But that cat right there, standing on the road, doing nothing, you don't even know that cat. You don't need to capture that cat. And that rock right there, near that trash can by the beach, you don't have any interaction with that rock anyway. And it's nothing. You don't have to capture it. Just capture things that you have connections with. If it's resonating with you, if you interacted with that subject, then capture it. But if it's not something that have any meaningful connection to you, you don't need to capture it. Just ignore it. Trust me, you won't miss that picture. Next mistake is forgetting to be present. I get it. You want to be able to capture these beautiful pictures non-stop with your camera, but I think once in a while, put down your camera and just enjoy the beautiful sceneries, enjoy the moments with your eyes, with your ears, smelling the air and feeling the breeze on your skin. Just be immersed in the location without having to touch your camera. I mean, that's the purpose of why you are traveling on the first place. Not really to capture as much beautiful pictures as you can, but also to have fun, to enjoy some moments for yourself, and to soak everything in with your senses, that you become more enriched with your travel experience. So that is all of the travel photography mistakes that we all should avoid. Hopefully you can all learn from my experience and be able to improve your travel pictures and your travel photography experience. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to learn more, you want to improve your travel photography, I have a travel photography course ebook called Simplifying Travel Photography, based on my real experience doing travel photography and traveling all around the world for more than 10 years. In this ebook, you will learn not only how to take better travel pictures, but also how to have better travel photography experience as well. You will learn more about storytelling, composition, camera and lens choice, and just overall be able to improve your travel photography in general. With the link right here, I will also provide the QR code that you can visit, and hopefully this course will be something that you like. Anyway, enough about me. What about you guys? What are your travel photography mistakes? Please share on the comment down below. I want to learn from you guys as well. Hopefully this video has been interesting, entertaining, informative, and also fun. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.